is now turning into a swing trade. So looking on the daily, it makes sense now. There's also falling down because now it has basically turned into a very, very good swing trade. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 is also going bearish, so now we're possibly sleeping right now. So this is what? This is 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow, 6 a.m. Eastern. So now we wake up and we come towards 6 a.m. Eastern. And what we see is that the weekly candle has gone bearish. This is the last day of the week here, by the way. We look at the daily candle. Daily candle has also gone bearish, and I guess it's coming down furthermore, right? If you look on the 4 hour, 4 hour candle is also coming bearish. I think 4 hour has now, since the 4 hour is since the 4 hour is bearish, right? And this is the area where 4 hour candles can come down to, I think. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good area where 4 hour candles can come down to 121.786. And if it's going to come down there, this is like 16 pips away. If we look on the 1 hour, let's just, what's this? 121.800. Let's go to the 1 hour chart and kind of like draw this right over here. Yeah, this is where it can come down to. So let's go to 30-minute chart. 30 minutes is right over here, and we're trying to fall. Let's go left. Let's just zoom out here a little bit. Let's go left, and I think we can maybe, yeah, this is the area where the 30-minute candles can come down to 121.770. Let's just zoom back in here now. All right, would you move your stop loss now to around the current resistance on the 1 hour or the 30-minute? That's a very, very important question. So the question is, where are you gonna trail your stop losses? I think that a very good way to trail the stop loss is going to be probably above the 1 hour candles, right? And that's probably going to be somewhere. Let's just trail the stop loss, right? So modify, trail the stop loss above the 1 hour candle highs. Yeah, right here. I don't want to bring it right over here because I think it's going to be too, I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable with this. So I'm going to place it right over here, above this liquidity wick which happened, right? So let's just put it right there. So basically, we're looking for buys, right? We're looking for buys or sells. I think we can all agree we're looking for sells here. Sells, yeah, but there could be some sort of a retracement as well, so we're going to keep that in mind. Now basically, if we take a sell here, keep the stop above the previous candle and expect price to continue moving down, can that be a good sell down to like 800? Yeah, I think so. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, that makes sense because 15-minute is kind of like at a minor support here. Now this is the thing about the weekly, right? If you look on the weekly, weekly is bearish. Now, two things can happen on the bearish. Someone said skill is impression. It's basically watching the same thing happen over and over again. I know it sounds simple, but I guess I don't know. If we're looking on the weekly, now weekly is bearish. Now, two things can happen in the weekly candle. The number one thing can happen in the weekly candle is that the weekly candle may start retracing. What would that mean on the smaller time frame? If the weekly candle starts retracing before it comes to a close, because whenever candles close, they either close with a very, very small wick or they either close with a wick, right? If in this case the weekly candle is going to close with a wick, this means on the smaller time frame, you're going to see price going up. Make sense? Yeah, exactly. Small time frame, candle will start moving bullish. If we see that the weekly candle starts pushing down, that would mean that the smaller time frames will continue moving bearish, right? So now, since this 30-minute candle is making a lower high and a lower low, which is just making a lower high, I think there's an opportunity to maybe take a sell, anticipating the next candle to respect the high over here and continue making a lower high to continue moving down. I think that could be a very good opportunity here. It's going to be a little risky. We're up 11% for the week, so we're going to risk maybe like, let's say 1% because it's going to be a risky trade because we're trying to anticipate candles to continue making lower highs and lower lows because that's how trends are formed. Trends are formed when prices make lower highs and lower lows and higher highs and higher highs and higher highs and higher high highs and higher lows. Good, had a little problem there. So yeah, see, this thing is now starting to move down. This is the start of the 1 hour candle, 1 hour candle is looking good so far. So, we're expecting it to continue moving down.